Hello, and welcome to another hypnosis session. In this session, we are going to explore how you may cure your insomnia, which is a state of lack of sleep that results from our unconscious mind's efforts to resolve things at the time when it is not the most feasible to do so. It is often our conscious mind that over worries and causes anxiety that has resulted for you to lose sleep. And we are going to reprogram those parts of your mind. When you go to sleep, you actually sleep, rather than worry about things and overthink things that are not so important anymore. It is the compartmentalization of your mind, which is to divide into sections those activities that are designed for you to dissolve those things that are important when you are wakeful, and when the time comes for you to sleep, so that you become rested and efficient the very next day, that you gather deep sleep. It is for this reason we will do some work so that you know that you can actually take control of your conscious activities so that you can sleep comfortably. So let's begin. I would like you to find a place that you will not be disturbed for a lengthy period of time of at least 1 hour. And when you have done so, make sure that nothing can disturb you. That means turning off your phone or anything that might cause you to be disturbed, and to make sure that no one calls upon you at this private time when you can do mind work for you to make all the necessary changes so that you may sleep soundly and comfortably through the night, or whatever time you may choose during the day. It is for this reason that I will ask you to find a place where you can recline or lay down, and make sure the lights are low or closed off or turned off, so that there is no light that is coming in that might distract you from this process. And to make sure that the room temperature is ideal and that you're in a comfortable position with your arms and legs unfolded and your neck and back fully rested position, and your head, particularly your head, must be in a position where you would feel comfortable staying for a duration of 1 hour without having to make big adjustments. If you're ready, we may begin now by taking a deep breath in and a count of 3. 1, 2, and 3, and hold for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and release slowly on a count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now I would like you to repeat this process, as it's starting with counting from 1 to 3, taking a deep breath in and holding your breath for a count of 3, and releasing on a count of 3. As you do so in your own pace, bring your attention to your breath. See how it just flows in smoothly and comfortably, filling your lungs and filling your body with refreshed oxygen, so that you can drive the most benefit out of the breath you take. Some call it pranayama, which basically means in the Indian language the science of breath. And we often forget in the West how to breathe correctly. We must breathe slowly, controlledly, so that when we control our breath, we may also control our mind, because the two are interconnected. When you place your attention and concentration on your breath, your body must also calm down and follow suit into a state of relaxation. As your body enters a state of relaxation, so must your mind turn into a calm state, calm as a lake on a quiet day, calm as a beautiful sunny day where everything is just perfect. It is in this state that your mind can open up and function as it should, because when you are thinking too much, it is like a storm, a whirlwind, a thunder. That's when things get messed up, because things move in all sorts of directions. Your mind trying to find solutions, the things that are not so important, things that you don't need to think about when you want to sleep. Because sleep is a way for your unconscious mind to reorganize itself, to put things into a state where you can find easier access on the time when you are devoting your time to thinking and finding solutions. It is for this reason that you must pay attention to your breath, concentrating, taking in the breath on a count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Holding your breath on a count of 3. And as you do so, allowing your concentration to build on your breath. And as you release ever so slowly, notice how calm your body will become if you keep your attention on your breath. You can feel how your lungs just expand and your rib cages rises, and then holding it just brief enough for your body to notice that it is holding inspiration. Inspiration simply means the next step in your process of going to a deeper state of sleep. A sleep state where you can hear my voice ever so deeply, recognizing each and every word to give direction to your unconscious mind, yet you are in a deep state of relaxation, which we call the unconscious state, where you are perceptive and receivable, and receiving things that make fundamental changes in the way that you deal with life's little things like sleep. When you do not have sleep, you become not the best that you can be. That's because your mind needs to rest and organize itself. And when you worry about things that you should not be worrying about just before you sleep, it's the state in which your conscious mind is active. So we are going to turn off your conscious mind and let your unconscious mind simply receive the messages, the programming, to turn you into a person who can sleep soundly and comfortably. A person who knows that when it's time to sleep, just sleep with your eyes wide open and then shut, closed so that it cannot open until the time when you're ready to wake up. You see, going to sleep is an unconscious process. You don't know how you fall asleep, but you do. And when you need to wake up, your unconscious mind has a way of letting you know it's time to wake up. It is for this reason your unconscious mind is ever ready to help you to achieve those things that you so desire. You are the master that commands, and you are the master that lets your unconscious mind serve you. It's for this reason you must close your eyes if you haven't done so already, and let the voice that you hear now guide you into a deeper state of unconsciousness now. Because as you relax your body, you will find that your unconscious mind begins to operate, that your mind calms down like after a big rainy storm, and then there is calm. It's as if it is the desert with this wind blowing the sand all across, and then it's calm. It has passed into a state of calmness. It's a state in which we can operate, in a state in which your mind is in control of all the things that are in your life. Maybe you had worried about things that you could not do anything about, or you tried to find solutions to things that needed your attention during the day. Well, let's leave those things to be done the very next day when you are awake. Now is the time to go to sleep, and sleeping is the best thing that a person can do when it's time to rest. And resting comes from a very simple state of relaxation, which is the first step. Do you remember when you were a child how you could fall asleep so easily? Because you didn't have to think about stuff. All those things that were just so important at once now is not. You see, you had toys maybe you had a place that you felt at peace. Well, now times have changed, but you can return to those states in which you felt comfortable as a child, with nothing to worry about but fall asleep easily. Now I want you to bring your attention to your forehead. Notice how much tension you had held there. Let those muscles relax. Let those muscles around your eyes and your temple and your scalp and your neck relax. And let that relaxation sensation ooze down like honey to your neck and your chin and your mouth. Even to your gums, you can feel it, how it can just relax everything. Your cheeks and your eyes, your eyebrows, they all can become very relaxed, because we often forget that we carry tension that has been installed because you were too busy thinking about other things and reacting. Now you are undoing all the tension by simply concentrating on those muscles that held tension, by relaxing your shoulders and chest and back, and your arms and your legs on the way to your fingertips and toes. You can allow the relaxation sensation to spread slowly and easily, like honey just pouring down, honey that just makes you ever so comfortable. And in this state, when your muscles are relaxed, so does your mind relax. It just lets you go into a deep state of altered reality, in which you can just simply listen to my voice, having you guided into a deep state of altered mind, where you just simply listen. Listening is sometimes the most easiest thing. It's like a little story that has been told when you were a child, and let you go into a state of dreaming all those things that were so beautiful, because you let your imagination run. You created things and imagine things, and it just helped you to sleep. And you didn't know how it came about, but it just came about. So now imagine yourself in a beautiful place, walking. You can see your hands and feet, and what's before you is this path that leads down to a place where it's very serene, very calm, where you can just create all the things that you dreamed about once upon a time. Maybe it was a place that you remembered as a child when you were happy. Maybe it was the most beautiful thing that you saw, someone you really loved, that you just remember their faces. Maybe it was your favorite toy that you played. Maybe it was a time when you felt so carefree and happy. Just thinking about these things and remembering that you can actually remember all those things that gave you so much pleasure. How it was, what you heard, what you saw before your eyes. Now they're shut and you see still in your mind all the things that could give you so much pleasure. Let you see things that let you go into a deeper state of relaxation, a state in which you can dream of things and imagine things that just lets you go, that is so beautiful, so wonderful to think about, and forget that I'm actually imagining and allowing your unconscious state to take you deeper and deeper, in fact twice as deep than previous time. And if you go deeper and deeper, you find that it is like going down the path that you know and so familiar with, a place where you could just imagine and dream, knowing that things would just be beautiful, like a sunny beautiful day that you can remember. I was so happy. Maybe it was those things that you dreamt of as a child, maybe a gift, a toy. Do you remember that special time around your birthday? Or was it Christmas? Or was it something that just happened on an ordinary day and you felt so happy? You could control things, yet everything happened by their own very nature, comfortably and easily, because you know that in a place where dreaming can happen, imagination can flourish, because that's how we come up with dreams. We create our own reality, and that's the first step in our unconscious process that lets you just go deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. And the more relaxed you get, the sleepier you get. Yet hear my voice ever so gently, like a lullaby, sang. That's right, ever so deep, ever so wonderful. Because sleeping is a state that your mind recognizes, knows because it has done it over and over again, knows that it is so easy to fall asleep when you just happen to just fall asleep, because your unconscious mind is at work, knowing and setting you up in the right direction. And when you have gone in that right direction, you will find that it's easy to fall asleep. It is a process in which you take baby steps, one after the other. Like when you were learning to walk. You didn't know how to walk, but you learned it anyway. You just took one baby step at a time until you could just walk easily without thinking. It was your unconscious mind relearning how to walk, relearning how to make the signs of the alphabet, writing the letters one at a time, forming words and sentences. It's a process your unconscious mind learned long ago, but you still know how to do it, but you've forgotten where you had started first, forming the letters and to words into sentences. Now that you recall, you know that it's a process that your unconscious mind will always control, because it has learned to do so. It's the same as riding a bicycle or driving. When it was hard at first, became so easy afterwards, because your unconscious mind learns very fast and lets you hand over the reins to your altered state, so it may do it so easily without having you think about anything, but just let it ride. It's also the state in which sleep occurs. It was just before you fell asleep, maybe your eyes just closed and your neck just relaxed, and you just let your imagination drift, and before you knew, you had fallen asleep, ever so peacefully, ever so comfortably. And it's in that state of relaxation that you are just letting go of everything from the outside world, because it was just like weight dropped away into the ocean, and that you were so free, just easy, so easy and comfortable, relaxed into a state of altered reality where you can create anything you want in your dream. When you dream, it's a lucid dream, a dream that you may want to recall because it's a happy time, maybe from a time of your childhood, or from a time when you were so happy maybe. Maybe you would like to just let your imagination run away with you into a place where you let your unconscious mind create a new way for you to fall asleep, because your unconscious mind knows how to fall asleep. is by just letting go. You take the first baby step by listening to my voice that guides you down that path where altered state just happens, that you become unconscious so easily because you hear my voice that lets you know that you can fall asleep so easily because relaxing those muscles was just the beginning. Listening to your breath at once was the second step. Before your breath came your breath because you inspired your imagination to start a process where you can drift asleep. And as you drift asleep, you find that everything just falls into place where you can just perform at your peak, knowing simply that everything will be alright while you're asleep. Sleeping is the most beautiful thing that you can reward yourself with because it helps you to enjoy things more immensely because your mind is rested. Your mind knows that you have to do nothing except just let go and let your imagination build you dreams like constructing castles on the sand, and the ocean just is so vast. It's like imagination is so big that you can create your own reality wherever you choose. Whether you choose to create your reality from a time that you remember and when you were happy, or you created a place in your mind or things that you wish you had, or you place a place in your mind that is so beautiful that you can visit there anytime. And when you have done so, you have created something that lets your unconscious mind make all the right adjustments for you to just find ways in which you can fall asleep even further, faster, by simply listening to this tape, to this recording, in each time that you need to. And if any time you find yourself needing to sleep further and faster, all you have to do is recognize that this is the voice that always guides you to that state of unconsciousness, to that state where you can operate in a state of altered reality, an altered state where your unconscious mind is serving you the very best because you have let it do so. That's right, ever so sleepy, ever so relaxed. You can go deeper and deeper now, relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. And every time you hear my voice, with each word, with each sound, with each sentence, you can let your unconscious mind know that it can relax 3 times as fast and go twice as deep, or it may choose to do so twice as deep and 3 times as fast. Whichever works faster or better is a choice we leave it up to your unconscious mind to make, because it knows how fast it can happen. And if you happen to need more private sessions, something that you want to work together one-on-one, you can simply call or contact us through our website and book an appointment. Know that it's gonna be alright. because we have dealt with these cases many times, knowing that you will fall asleep easily, comfortably, and maybe you want to remove other things that were so bothersome at once, but now is gone because you have relaxed your mind and let your unconscious mind rule supreme, because it's your unconscious mind that overtakes everything. It's the place where it comes when you just let it go. Because long ago, when the sun was setting on Greece, that the sleep just came and took over the land, and that people could just sleep and imagine a reality that was constructed from their mind, and that was the reality that is the place where dreams belonged. It's a place where you could just go and sleep and sleep until you just felt that was the most wonderful thing that you could do, especially if you were tired, especially it was when it was ready for you to fall asleep. That's right. Falling asleep is the easiest thing to do. I will let you go in that direction. When you're ready, we'll just let it go so that you can keep doing this so easily, so perfectly. And I wish you a wonderful sleep. I wish you a wonderful dream, a lucid dream in which you are so happy, like the happiest time you had when you were a child. So easy, so comfortable. And remember, you can always listen to my other recordings or to return to this one whenever you need to listen. Something that will guide you into a deeper state of unconsciousness and relaxation, knowing that everything will be alright, that you can trust the voice within you, the things that you hear to be true, and know that it's alright. It's alright to fall asleep now. And I thank you for listening, and see you